Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
If you are a woman and you're married to a man or a man is your life partner, I need you to just listen to me for just a second. You know how this is going to start out silly and then it's going to pivot really serious. You know how women the joke is always like, would you still love me if I was a worm? Would you still love me if X, Y, and Z? That comes from a real place where women, want assurance and they want to know that you're going to take care of them. Genuinely, 90% of men are with women and they see women as their caretaker, even though they are their partner. And they never expect to ever be put in that same role, even though it's what they expect from their partner. Women, you are more than just how much you can take care of a person. You have more to offer in this life than just what you can do for them, than how you can take care of them, what you can offer them. There is more to you as a person than this.
You were almost right at the beginning, but this is not just silly, it's dumb. Most men can't take care of themselves and they're not looking for a caretaker, they're looking for a lifetime partner. And I don't know where you got your 90% numbers, but I'm pretty sure that was just a trust me bro moment.
Can I tell you guys something else about boundaries? I know I talk about boundaries a lot, but it's kind of like been, a big theme in my life. But listen, okay? Here's the thing about boundaries. What boundaries do is boundaries set a precedence. It says, look, I've worked hard to protect my peace, okay? I've worked hard to create a space that feels safe and healthy for me. Kind of like when people say like their body is a temple, right? It's like what you're saying is my space, like the field around me, the energy field around me is sacred. It's like a temple. And if you want to step into my space, you need to abide by the sacredness and the respect and the dignity and all the things that you would treat a temple, a sacred temple. You need to come in, you need to take off your shoes, you need to wash your hands, you need to
Not touch the cows, even though I'm gonna have a big steak later.
Kamala straight up just said on Call Her Daddy that there are no laws that give the government control over men's bodies. So, ma'am, have you heard of the draft? I know it hasn't been used in 50 years. You're getting dangerously close to.
Okay, so bring the draft back. That's fine. If those two things are equivalent things, bring back the draft. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't, but what do you mean bring it back? It never went away. Men still need to register for the draft when they turn 18. Just because it was last used in the 70s doesn't mean it went away. But no, yeah, sure, good point. Bring it back. We are not that far from bringing it back if things go the same way.
Who are you? Who are we? We are that platoon.
Who are you? Who are we? We are that platoon.
To think of any law about a man's body. Let's no.
The draft, babe. We have a draft. You know that thing that 18-year-old guys have to sign up for? I would consider that a law on a man's body.
There are also divorce laws. And yeah, I know they're not really regulating a man's body, but when you have to sleep on the sidewalk after the divorce, I'm pretty sure your body feels a bit regulated.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
I had just moved to Paris and I was coming in with like a really open mind, and so this guy messaged me on Hinge. We had planned to go for drinks. We sit down and immediately he starts making like all of these weird comments towards me. He's saying things like, "You're like my dream American trophy wife," and I'm kind of just like, "Oh, like that's so nice, thank you." There is also an American couple sitting next to us, and I could tell that they were like listening to every word we were saying, so I'm already feeling a bit uncomfortable. Finally, the date is wrapping up. I'm like super over it at this point, super ready to go. The check comes out. This man looks at me and says, "So how do you want to do this?" I was so uncomfortable, girl. I did not know what to say because I've never like been asked that before. I just look at him and I was so baffled. I was like, "What do you mean?" Then the waiter comes back over and I'm like, "No, it's fine. Like, let's just split it." And then he starts trying to negotiate with the waiter to make the bill less money. And I'm like, "No, it's fine. Let's just split it. Like, I'll pay my portion. Like, let's go." We leave and he's insistent on walking me home. And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" I let this man walk me home. He catches me so off guard, literally just like grabs me and kisses me. Really was not the vibe. So he's kissing me. He's trying to come upstairs with me and I'm like, no, I gotta go. We part ways. He starts messaging me nonstop for like a week after being like, "You're my dream girl. I can see my wife in you." I find out through social media he has a girlfriend.
Ah, no. First time in Paris and you found yourself an F-boy who took you by surprise by kissing you when all the other men were way too busy to form a line to try to take you seriously because you just moved to Paris. Oh, okay.
Guys would be like, I just love a no makeup girl. Like, I love a natural look. And this is the look they're referencing. This took my entire makeup bag to achieve, Chad. Okay, do you see that highlight? It's giving glowy queen. There's nothing natural about this.
Exactly, that's not what Chad was referencing to. He can't see your face all shiny, that's not what he meant when he said no makeup.
It is very seldom that I come onto the internet with a hot take, but this just shouldn't have come on my For You page. It is my biggest frustration when influencers or celebrities come online and are really vocal about not having any work done or having everything removed, and that's just not the case. And then, to make matters worse, videos come on your For You page of them being under disguise, getting work done. But they're saying that they don't do anything. I just don't understand who you're servicing, because at that point you're actually doing a disservice and being toxic to your audience who, thinks that there's something wrong with them for not looking that way, when in reality, no one does naturally. And it's fine, but don't lie. Don't lie. Who are you helping?
Themselves making money. Now, what could possibly be the reason I don't have your frustration? Oh yeah, it's because I don't listen to any of them. Not celebrities and even more TikTok influencers.
And here's a piece of advice. If you're a straight man at the airport, I want to see you in pants with some structural integrity. I don't want to see you in your comfies. That's not for you. I didn't sign up to leave the house and see you wearing joggers with a hole in it. Those things are for girls only. Please put on your jeans.
So this woman does not think it's manly when guys dress comfortably at the airport.
That will be the day I care about what she thinks I should wear when I'm at the airport. On a side note though,
It's a crop top controversy going viral.
A male flight attendant came up to us and aggressively said, mumbled, put something on.
The women took this video before boarding, showing they had sweaters, but removed them, saying the plane did not have air conditioning before takeoff.
He's telling both of us to put our sweaters on. And then we're like, oh, can we see a dress code?
Carla Hager, a woman they did not know, was sitting in front of them.
I also have a crop top under my sweater, and I took my sweater off, and I was like, so if they're kicking you off this flight, then they're also going to have to kick me and my toddler off of the flight.
But that's what happened. The 3 women and a toddler kicked off the Spirit Airlines plane with no refund. A statement from the company said, "Our contract of carriage, a document all guests agree to upon making a reservation with us, includes certain clothing standards for all guests traveling with us. We are investigating the matter, and we are in contact with the guests about their experience."
Okay, so I want to thank everybody for coming to Boyfriend Tryouts. Not everybody is going to make the cut. Okay, so let's just say that right now. First, did everyone bring their last paycheck stub? It is mandatory that you have the paycheck stub. Not a picture of it. I need an actual paycheck stub. Also, I see some of you guys are in shorts, but oh, you brought yours. Okay, everybody else, we need to make sure that we have our gray sweatpants. There is going to be a decision making based on the gray sweatpants. So, does everybody have theirs? You gonna borrow some from him? Okay, cool.
Yeah, no one's borrowing sweatpants from nobody. You should have stayed asking them for their paychecks. Just how much money do you think men wearing sweatpants all the time make?
Having a high emotional intelligence is so much more important than having a high IQ. So EQ, emotional intelligence, is something that is kind of rarely found. Having emotional intelligence means that you are someone that is able to have self-awareness for your emotions, for yourself, and you're able to act accordingly.
Yeah, that's more important than a high IQ, absolutely. That's exactly what we need more of. People crying in the middle of the sidewalk, looking up at the clouds, seeing their grandmas, and not more high IQ people going into STEM field. No, we don't need more competent doctors. We need doctors to cry on your shoulder because you got sick.
Yeah, I heard it.
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.